find all these are necessary resources, material resources. We need them every day. If we leave them on for whole night, then maybe it may get spoiled fast. So we should see that they are used properly and not misused. Then promoting resourcefulness. Encourage teachers to be resourceful and creative in using everyday items as teaching aids. Okay, next slide. Here we are identifying needs. First step towards management of material resource is to identify the needs. If we do not know the needs, then how can we meet them? So the teacher should be open to see that what are the needs of the students, or also should be creative enough to see what is needed for the delivery of class. So that is how identify the needs. Requesting resources. Teacher may need to advocate for new materials or upgrade of existing ones. Here we see that, like for example, we take an example of our college. We see that we have a library, but then since the college was being shut down for 2-3 years, there was lack of updating of library books. But then now it is the duty of the librarian first of all, and also it is duty of all of us. Because if we are not getting particular book, we need to request the librarian to bring forward the proposal of getting those books to the administrator of our college. That is how we request and then we get the resources. Involving students. Here also, in management of the school, just for example, I want to share an incident. Once I went for one exam, and in that particular exam hall where I was given my place, it was being written on in the front that the teacher should see that the smart board are being switched off before the class is over. So it is the instruction of the administrator, and it is the duty of the teacher, and the teacher can assign that duty to the class monitor, so that in this way everyone is sharing in management of the resources. Digital resource training. Here, day by day technology is upgrading, and we can say that no one is perfecting everything. We lack something or the other. But then we have to update ourselves with the coming generation, with the demand of the time. So the teachers also should have their training wherever it is needed. Next slide. The budgeting. It is to say that the teacher, along with the administrator, should sit together and see that the budgeting is focused to all the aspects, whatever is needed in the institution. Resource care. Teach how to take care of resources, including handling and storage. We have already discussed that the teacher should teach the students how the resources of the classroom are handled with proper care. They are taken care, because once it is damaged, it is affecting the learning process. So they should be taught how to handle with care. Sharing resources. Here we need to say that one particular teacher may be resourceful in one particular field. He or she should not be so much, so to say, selfish to himself or herself, but he or she also should share that resource, whatever she has, with the other teachers, so that they also get gain from that expertise. So that is how we share resources. Community involvement. In our classes, during our classes, we are also taught that we take the help of the local community. How we can call the local resource person to give, so to say, real life experience sharing, because when someone expert on a particular field comes, the students are more interested, because throughout the year they might be learning from those same faces. They have been seeing those faces for quite many years. When someone from outside is really expertised in particular field, he or she will have more knowledge on that particular field. So we can call the local resource person through which we have the community involvement. Next slide, please. Okay, so this was all my part. I would like to now request Arun to proceed with the presentation.